welcome to this Friday. There we go. August the 25th edition of the Ringside Report. I am Ryan Young. Joining me on the phone as always, the king of controversy, Anthony Smoody. Smoody, it's Friday!
It's the last weekend of August.
It is. Are you excited? Well, yeah, I guess so. I can't believe it, Tony. This summer went so fast.
I know. Everybody's going back to school. Kids are talking on Facebook. Hey, it was a wild summer. So let's rock and roll.
Indeed. Of course, I didn't have the blazer out last Friday because we were outdoors. I brought the blazer back. Tony, I'm wearing my Yanni shirt. Does that mean I got to have some heel in me today?
You got to have something because, remember, this is our last summer run of Ringside Report. We got to make it clean.
Indeed, and this is our, because the next 2 Fridays we'll be off. We're off next Friday, and then we're off the whole following week, Labor Day week. So this is our last Friday for a while, so we got to bring it all, right, Smoody?
Let's bring it. Let's see what we got.
Okay, let's recap SmackDown, which was highly entertaining. We found with some people came back, debuted. Here we go. AJ Styles comes out and says, you know what? He is the champion. He's bringing back the open challenge. Let's see who's getting his chance. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, here comes Kevin Owens, who lost the title at SummerSlam, says he wants the opportunity. Then Shane McMahon comes out, and Shane McMahon grants him that. The rematch coming up later on in the night, your main event. And then all of a sudden, Tony, what happens after that? I believe we got a little glorious.
Yeah, English was about to sing, and all of a sudden, lights go out, and I'm thinking, oh, we have Blackout in Brooklyn, and all of a sudden, here comes glorious Bobby Roode.
And unbelievable as he's able to get a win over Aiden English. I don't really know what else to say, but I think we kind of figured this after he lost on Saturday. I think we kind of figured he was going to be getting his call up very quickly.
You said he was supposed to be debuting in the Royal Rumble. That's what you said.
I did say that. I said it. Tony, I know. I can admit when I'm wrong.
Yeah, well, I'm also wrong too. I guess we're going to be wrong in the next segment after this.
Usos defeat the Hype Bros. Shinsuke Nakamura defeats the Singh brothers. Becky Lynch and Naomi defeat Natalya and Carmella. During all that, sometime during a backstage promo, Chad Gable has found himself a new tag team partner.
Yes, the world's greatest tag teams are back again. It's now Shelton Benjamin. But let's go back to the Carmella thing. Again, James Ellsworth, you had to spoil it, didn't you? And all Carmella was doing was worried about that damn briefcase.
Tony, you are a little up. I think you have a thing for James Ellsworth. You bring him up every show.
Well, he likes when Carmella says that she wants to defend it whatever she wants. James Ellsworth always gets the last 10 words saying, "Oh, she'll defend it against this." And I was like, "Oh, James, shut up."
Smoody, you're always stirring the pot.
Even JBL said, "You gotta shut up about that."
I think you want Carmella. I think you're jealous of James Ellsworth.
Well, I am because he's with the hottest girl in SmackDown.
Indeed, and of course, to close out the show, AJ Styles defeats Kevin Owens. Did anything happen after that? That's how the show ended, right?
Well, Baron Corbin.
Oh yeah, was the referee.
And then Shane McMahon helped take this out. So remember now, while AJ's the U.S. champion, Kevin Owens can never get a U.S. title shot ever again.
So what's next for KO?
Probably the World Championship.
Do you think he's gonna get back in that picture?
Oh, I would consider thinking he hasn't been the world title picture since January. He got stripped by Jericho.
Quickly, 205 Live. Cedric Alexander and Grand Metalik defeat Drew Gulak, Tony Nese, Jack Gallagher, Brian Kendrick. There was a clown involved. I got scared for a second, Tony. You know me and clowns.
Yeah, wasn't there Kevin stuff? Oh, I think.
Anyway, they brawled. Kendrick gets and then the Cruiserweight title on the line. The rematch from SummerSlam. Neville defeats Tozawa. And guess who shows up after that? The certified G, the bona fide stud. He's officially a Cruiserweight. We'd like to send out our best wishes. Enzo Amore, now part of 205 Live, mainly because Cass, well, I shouldn't say mainly, Cass is now out for 9 months with a torn ACL. Tony, it looks like he might be out till after WrestleMania.
That stings right there. That's not the news you don't want to hear. But remember, you've seen Triple H come back after 8 months with watched it. You saw Cena come back early. I don't think that's what's the cast, but he's got a long string now. Maybe in the next 9 months, he might turn back me.
Indeed. We also like to send our thoughts and prayers out to Dana Brooke as she lost her boyfriend. He passed away Monday night. He talked to her after Monday Night Raw. His name was Dallas McCarver. And he apparently he ate after he talked to her on the phone, choked on food, and was unable to be recovered or revived. Thoughts and prayers go out to her as he was a bodybuilder, 26 years old, Dallas McCarver. Thoughts and prayers go out to his family and, of course, Dana Brooke, who is also a bodybuilder. So, tough there.
Dana was very close to this guy, and this was her first boyfriend and everything. It's just going to be rough for Dana to be off for a while, but it's like the Nature Boy. We're pulling for you, Nate. We're still waiting for the watch this now profile at WrestleMania.
Woo!
I want to see him in New Orleans.
Tony, give me a slow woo for me. I love it. Okay, go on. Tony, we're going to woo all down Bourbon Street for a whole week. I told you we're not leaving Bourbon. When we don't have wrestling, we're going to be on Bourbon Street.
And if you're with any of the wrestlers, I'm leaving.
Well, that should be exciting. Ringside Report's definitely going to go out with a bang. I can guarantee you that. Before we take a timeout, of course, it's time for our newest Ringside Report moment. What is it? It was the time Brandon got a little mouthy, which he gets mouthy with everyone. That's kind of his shtick. This time he got a little mad with CJ Idol and how he was always losing in POW. And then he started to address Cadence Kelly, his wife. Let's show you that. We'll be back in segment 2. Here's the Ringside Report's 27th best moment.
You're 0-3.
0-3?
I think it's time to get rid of her. Send her back to Rose.
Oh, no. We're done here.
Oh, Smoothie. Brandon went through roaring rapids there. Gets water splashed in his face from Cadence Kelly. He still don't know when to shut up. That didn't teach him no lesson.
You know, I'm always the one that starts the controversy. I like to run my mouth a lot and say, hey, whatever I feel like. But Brandon, I guess he opened mouth and started way too many times.
Definitely he did. So, okay, now let's quickly recap Ring of Honor and NXT. We really ran over on that last segment. Ring of Honor, Best Friends defeat Coast to Coast. Jay Briscoe versus Matt Taven in a no contest. When the third member, who's been injured for a while, takes off his walking boot, attacks Jay Briscoe, all 3 members are back of the Kingdom. Then finally, for the Ring of Honor 6-man tag team titles, Dalton Castle and the boys defeat Colt Cabana and the Tempura Boys. After the match, Dalton Castle asks Colt Cabana, do I have your respect now? I've beaten you 3 times. He shakes his hand. End of that. I think Colt Cabana's mainly on commentary now. Don't have to worry about that. NXT, No Way Jose going down to the ring, getting ready to have a match, but Lars Sullivan attacks No Way Jose, therefore ends that quickly. Peyton Royce defeats Sarah Logan, and Wolfgang and Pete Dunne defeat Tyler Bate and Trent Seven. And that is that is NXT. That was from the Barclays Center. And Tony, next week they address. We won't have results of that because we're off on Friday. We see the face-off between what's happening next between Adam Cole and Red Dragon and Drew McIntyre. What do you think's going to happen next week?
I think Drew McIntyre is going to probably get a match and take over Houston with Adam Cole. But speaking of NXT, I would regret to inform you that Asuka will not be the NXT Women's Champion anymore. She is out 6-7 months.
They never gave a timetable on NXT that she was out that long. They said she'll be back soon.
No, they said that she will be out 6-7 months with a shoulder injury. So
that's WrestleMania, isn't it?
That looks like WrestleMania. So that's gonna end her streak.
No, she did not lose. She has not been pinned. That streak's still alive.
Well, according to William Regal, he might strip her of the Women's Championship.
But she didn't lose, so that streak is still alive.
Yes, the streak is still alive, but however...
So, I'm going to ask you right now, Tony, NXT TakeOver New Orleans, is she getting the shot against, I'm going to guess, Ember Moon?
Now, I say maybe Ember Moon, but I think Peyton Royce might be the next women's champion, because I think
She's on a roll.
Ember Moon,
I think you might have a point there.
I think whatever's going to happen is, I think Ember Moon's going to get her title shot, and then it'll probably be the final takeover with her as the challenger against Ember Moon.
We'll see what happens. It should be exciting now. The women's division up in the air. The world title picture going to be up in the air. Is Adam Cole going to be in there now? Should be exciting. Folks, we're going to take a time to come back. We are going to do a first and a last here on the Ringside Report. We are going to have the warm-up for a boxing match. Ladies and gentlemen, the biggest fight in boxing history. Floyd Mayweather against Conor McGregor. Tony's going to tell us why Mayweather's going to win. I'm going to say why the real reason there's going to win, and that is Mr. Conor McGregor, and that is next on the Ringside Report. Alright folks, it's now time for the Mayweather-McGregor warm-up. Ladies and gentlemen, this will be live on pay-per-view tomorrow night, 8 p.m. There's 4 matches on the card, but we're only focused on one, and that is the main event of the evening. I've never watched a boxing fight or match in my life. I will be watching this one because of the notorious Conor McGregor is going up against the undefeated 49-0, out of retirement, hasn't fought in 2 years, Floyd Money Mayweather. Tony, Tony's going to tell us why Floyd Mayweather is going to win. I'm going to tell you why Conor McGregor is going to win. Before we do, I want to show you what my attire will be Saturday, and also on the wrap-up of when we tape this. I bought this shirt online, and it says, "Who the fuck is this guy?" with Conor McGregor standing over Floyd Mayweather. Now, I can only wear this shirt after that if he wins, but we'll see. As definitely, I'm looking forward to wearing that beauty. But anyway, Tony, would you like to go first, or would you like me to go first?
You go first. I'll finish it off.
Okay, folks, Conor McGregor is a 2-division, 2-weight class champion. He's a welterweight and I believe a lightweight champion in the UFC. This man has only lost 3 times, and them 3 times have been in submission. Tony, there is no submission. There is no submission in this fight. This is a boxing match. He has been able to win most. He's been able to. He's had a few knockouts. He knocked out Jose Aldo in 13 seconds to win that title. You're telling me a guy that has knockout power cannot beat a boxer? He is made for this. And he said in his press conferences, Conor McGregor did, that just practicing boxing is like a half of a day when you're in the UFC, because you got to worry about ground game. You don't have to worry about ground game in a boxing matchup. You just have to worry about knocking the other guy out, and Conor McGregor can do that.
Oh, please. Conor McGregor's I give him credit. He's 20-3. He's got a deadly right hand, deadly left hand. He's the greatest, the UFC's greatest fighter ever. But you're talking about the greatest boxer ever.
Ever? You're saying he's better than Tyson and Ali?
Well, third. Okay, he's third right now. Ali's still the best. Tyson is good. But I still give him credit. He bet at a $750,000 bet in boxing and became a billionaire. He's the undefeated king. He knocked out the Big Show at WrestleMania 24 with a controversy.
That was fake. This is real.
Money, this box office is going to get flash. He's going to be the greatest gross box office billionaire. But I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to give it all my bet that Mayweather is going to go 50-0. And when ESPN broadcasts after the fight, you'll see Mayweather there holding a title and McGregor down.
No, that's not how it's going to go. You're going to see Conor McGregor make history. You're going to see a man go into the other man's home, and that is a boxing ring, and you're going to see him go in there at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. You're going to see Conor McGregor go into Floyd Money Mayweather's backyard, go in there. He says 4 rounds. Tony, do you have any idea why they call Conor McGregor Mystic Mac?
Why?
Because whatever he says happens. So you know what? And whatever he says and touches turns to gold. And you know what's going to turn to gold is his right fist when he knocks out Floyd Money Mayweather. Yes, Floyd Money Mayweather, the reason he beat Manny Pacquiao is because he ran like a bitch for 12 rounds. That is the reason he beat him. That is not going to happen against a UFC fighter in Conor McGregor. He's going to be able to chase him down, be able to back him into a corner. Then what's Floyd Mayweather going to do? These two face off for the final time on Wednesday, and you could see in the face off, Conor McGregor has a height advantage, and I think he might even have the weigh-ins are at 5 p.m. today, so we'll know the official weigh-ins. I don't see Conor. I see the reason I believe I used to hate Conor McGregor, but the thing is every time I used to say, oh, he's stupid, he can't do that, he's not going to do that, he does it. The man does everything he says. Why shouldn't I believe him?
Well, let's just say, Conor McGregor has never boxed before. He's a UFC fighter. He's his first boxing match. So he's got all the favorites. He's got the box. He's got the biggest eyes on his favorite. He's got everything riding on him. He's got Dana White saying, "Don't get hurt too badly." You know what? I guarantee you this. I'm out of work at 8 o'clock. What time's the fight? 10 o'clock or so? I'm hoping I can see this fight. You know why? I want to see. I like Mayweather. He's a great fighter, but he runs his mouth too much.
He does.
I guarantee you this.
Both guys have, I'm going to give you this, both guys have done a tremendous job of promoting this fight. If any of you have not watched the 4 press conferences they did in Los Angeles, Toronto, New York, and London, that is what got me hooked on wanting to see this fight. Them two know how to promote, they know how to make money, they own their own production and agencies. These two know what to do, and then when they had their final meeting, like I said yesterday, or on Wednesday, that right there, they were professional. They're going to be humble. Whoever loses is going to be humble. But I got a question for you, Tony. He's 49-0. He lives off that, Mr. Floyd Money Mayweather. If he loses, if he goes 49-1, is he the best fighter ever?
Oh yeah.
What was I don't know this answer. You might. What was Ali's record?
I don't remember that one. It was a big record.
But anyway, so you think even if he loses, he's still the greatest boxer ever if he loses to an MMA guy in his backyard.
Well, if I'm gonna go to I'm gonna rewind to wrestling. Now, remember the Undertaker had that 20-0 perfect, 21-0 perfect streak at WrestleMania?
Yes.
And Rock, he lost to an at the time he was a former MMA fighter, and he was Brock Lesnar. I guarantee you this.
Ooh.
Tomorrow morning or later tonight, you're gonna get that paper. You're gonna wake up and you're gonna see the greatest knockout ever.
Tomorrow morning, or no, 2 mornings from now. It's only Friday, Smoothie.
Oh yeah. When Sunday morning hits, you're gonna get the paper. You're gonna look at Conor McGregor is the king of the boxing world, and his record will go to 1-0, and Floyd Mayweather is gonna go down. And Floyd the Lord, but don't sleep. You might miss the fight. If you fall asleep, hey.
Folks, this is the fight of the century. It's $100 on pay-per-view. Stream it. I'm going to McGrath's house. I'm paying $20 to see it. I want to see it. We're going to have a wrap-up on Monday's show. We're going to have, because it's my first ever boxing fight I'm going to watch, so I'm going to see how I enjoy it. But when I got Mystic Mac on my side, should be exciting. That is tomorrow night, 8 p.m. pay-per-view starts. Also, I'd like to wish a belated birthday to my Maya Jade. She turned 1 yesterday. Happy birthday to her. We went to the zoo on Wednesday. Tony, anything else before we send off for the weekend?
No, that's it. Let's just enjoy the fight, and let's see what happens after 12 rounds of a knockout fight.
Should be an exciting one. Everyone have a great weekend. There's going to be so much history involved in this fight in Las Vegas. We'll have a recap of it on Monday. For the King of Controversy, I'm Ryan Young. Thank you for watching the Ringside Report, your front row seat to all things wrestling.